Good morning, everybody. Welcome to pre-market update. Please hit the like button before you go forward. I would really appreciate that. Please hit the thumbs up button. All right. So let's start with S&P 500 cycle analysis. We'll review commodities. We'll review all the major indices, crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and at the end we'll review all the major FANG stocks. And also I'll review AMD. Somebody requested yesterday to review AMD. All right. So let's start with cycle analysis. This is S&P 500. This is entire US stock market. You can see it's very nicely following this cycle low here, which is due around 25th of April. So right now, today is Thursday, 18th. So I'm expecting about another 5 days of bearish pressure. And I think we're getting closer to the low very soon in a week. Now, this cycle window can be few days left or right. So just keep that in mind. So I think we're getting very close to reaching a bottom here before we get a bounce. Now that bounce can happen early, little bit early, maybe early next week or tomorrow, or that bounce can happen even late as well. So just keep that in mind. This is just a projection, so not a perfect, but so far it's working out really nice. So again, next couple of days, looking for a bottom, then a rally to follow, and then there's going to be another big period of risk, which I'm really worried about, which is going to be a new low. All right, and then we're going to have a massive bull rally after that. Okay, so I'm expecting at the end this bottom to happen in next couple of days, and then a bounce, and then a new low, which will be lower than this, and then that will be the low you want to buy for a massive bull rally later on toward the end of this year. Okay, so that's my projection for S&P 500. Keep that in mind, and then we'll look at all the analysis of entire stock market based on that. All right, so what I'm doing now on the left side is day trading chart only for day trading. Red lines are the sell lines, green lines are the buy lines. You look to buy on the green lines, sell on the red lines, and inversely you sell on the red lines or short and you cover on the green line. Okay, so you can see yesterday we came to the green line buy zone here around 12:46 p.m. Eastern time, and then we got a bounce, and bounce happened around 0.99%, and even now we are above 0.7%, still in profit. All right, and if you're gonna want to know more about these lines, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a YouTube icon in the description of this video. Click on it, subscribe, and also there's a Discord channel you can join in, and I will let you know. I give screenshot of these buy and sell zones every few hours to my subscribers, so it's going to be very helpful for you to join. All right, so this is for day trading only, and you can see right now the levels for buy is 50, 51 and below. So previous low is the support, and resistance is above 51.17. When I'm moving lines on the left side, you will see right side also the lines are moving. So you can see there's also this resistances here as well. Okay, so we're approaching a resistance as we're talking. All right, so let's go to MNQ chart, which is Nasdaq. You can see Nasdaq is very close to the buy chart. You can see we're getting very close to the buy line, which is here above 117,644. This is where the buy line is coming. So that's again very close to previous low yesterday. Resistances are above 17,912 and up. All right, so you can take a screenshot of these levels, red lines, three levels, and if you want to know about this indicator, how to use it, there's a video a couple of weeks ago I recorded. You can go and search in my videos and you will know how to use and interpret this indicator. All right, so very close to buy zone. You don't want to be shorting here. And again, yesterday we came below that, and then immediately we got a massive bounce here, and 1.1% bounce yesterday. So we are getting approaching very close to resistance support. Sorry, you don't want to be shorting here. All right. Dow Jones, here you go, Dow Jones chart in the middle, neutral line. I don't do anything in the middle. You wait for either it to go to red line to short, or you will go to green line to buy. All right. So right now in the middle, nothing to do here. Not interested here. Russell 2000 also getting closer to buy zone. Look to buy below 1944, and on the daily chart, which is right side, on 200 EMA, and also I'm getting a 7 counts buy signal. So I think Russell is ready for a bounce. So do not be too bearish on Russell. Okay. So just keep that in mind. All right, so let's keep moving. Tesla is very weak. Pre-market again going towards new low, gap down again in the buy zone. All right, so Tesla keeps going down. Another gap here, 161, gap 170. I, to be honest, if I zoom, if I show a bigger picture of this chart, you can see what's happening. Lower lows and high low on RSI, high low on PPO. So this is momentum indicator. Momentum indicator is showing bullish development on PPO and RSI, and earnings is next week. So We're very careful shorting. This is not where you want to be shorting, okay? Because we are building high momentum. I think I'm expecting a massive rally, and all these yellow lines are the gaps to fill. So be very careful shorting Tesla. I would rather be buying Tesla here than shorting here, okay? Just my opinion. And it's also in buy zone short term. And let's look at commodities. Let's look at gold. Gold is in the neutral zone, all right, very bullish, but above all EMA lines and very, very bullish in a bull trend above everything. Silver here also, well, silver is in the neutral zone, but on the daily chart also looking very bullish, holding this green line, red 10 EMA, okay? And so far nothing is changed, looking very good. Crude oil. All right. So crude oil is in the buy zone short term. You can see on the left side is in the buy zone. On the right side, finding support on this yellow line, which is 50 EMA. Okay. No, yeah, 50 EMA, red line. White line, red line is 50 SMA. So finding support on 50 EMA right now. Had a nice drop and in the buy zone short term. So don't short oil here. Okay. Look to buy oil here. Natural gas up 1.2% in the sell zone, not looking to buy natural gas. I want to buy natural gas when it was in green line, which came a couple of days ago. Here, you can see massive bounce, green line, massive bounce, and we got a nice bounce from here, almost 7% bounce. So again, you can see this indicator is very helpful. Again, in the sell zone, not interested to buy here. Bitcoin, let's spend some time on Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin was, you can see in the buy zone yesterday, you can see nicely came into the buy zone and bounce nicely from buy zone to where we are, almost 6% bounce. All right, I'm getting a 7 counts buy signal also on a daily chart, and but short term getting it came to sell zone, but now still in the neutral zone. Look to sell above 63,413, look to buy below 6646. All right, and let's look at let's zoom, let's make it a bit bigger because a lot of you guys are interested in Bitcoin. Let's see. Here you go, daily chart, and you can see what's happening. I want to be bullish when PPO green line is going above red line. I don't know if you can see red line is here, green line is here. I want this to cross. Okay, I want this green line to go above red line. Until that, there's also bearish pressure. So until that happens, it's not bullish. Okay, so wait for it to happen. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, okay, so we're getting 7 counts buy signal here, but I still want to see green line going above line, above red line. So far, there's no indication of that, and we are near neutral zone. All right, and let's look at gap analysis on CME future. If I zoom out, you can see here we are below this 50 EM and SMA. We are trying to go above that, hardly holding. So if we can go above that, close it today above that, that's going to be really bullish. Okay, and if we get a rejection here, if we go down all the way, next support is around 47,890. So that's a major support you should be looking to buy long term on Bitcoin. So just keep that in mind. And on Ethereum, since we are on CME future, very close to filling this gap around 2808. Still, green line is above red line. Don't be bullish until this happens. You can see we had a crossover here, got a massive pump after this cross. Okay, so we had Ethereum going almost 81% after this pump, after this crossover. So we want to see, and then after we got this rejection, green and below red line, we're just dumping since then. Okay, so next target 2808, in my opinion, unless we got this crossover and then this thing starts to run. All right, and on Ethereum live market also here, you can see here we are in the neutral zone and we're going closer to also 7 counts buy signal here. Uh, Sorry about that, guys. I had a little bit interference. So again, it's in the neutral zone here, and I'm getting a 7 counts buy signal on live market as well. But again, if you look at CME futures, there's a gap around 2808. I think that's the next target, possible target, which I'm thinking will happen very soon. All right, let's quickly review copper, and we're going to be a bit quick here. So copper is in the sell zone, massive candle on the daily chart. Palladium right now, let's go to daily chart, is um, right now in the neutral zone as we're speaking. Soybeans is in the buy zone. Sugar is bouncing from the buy zone. You can see sell off heavily, very oversold. Cane is the ETF if you want to buy sugar. So I think it's in capitulation, but should be bottom forming very soon, in my opinion. This is the ETF cane. Wheat, let's look at wheat. Also going towards buy zone. Corn, let's look at corn, also going towards buy zone. All right. And let's look at gold miners, GDX. You can see here GDX ETF here going towards sell zone. right now in the middle neutral zone. Let's see if it can go above 34.38 and above is the sell zone, 32.68 and below is the buy zone. All right. Look at Apple. Let's look at Apple is in the buy zone as we're talking, down a little bit pre-market, getting closer to nice support here. So let's see if it can hold. This is a test for the Apple. This is like a nice bullish bull trap for all the investors. Now gave back all this game. One candle gave it back. So very interesting. All the stock market how they react. Google is in the neutral zone. Netflix in the neutral zone. Amazon is in the going towards buy zone. Meta Facebook is let's see, it's bouncing from the buy zone as we speaking pre-market. Microsoft is also bouncing from the buy zone. Snowflakes is near buy zone. NVDA NVIDIA is again this was also in the buy zone yesterday, and the zone is about 839 and below. There's a gap around 823, so it might come back to fill that gap, so keep that in mind. AVGO AVGO is a nice big candle yesterday in the buy zone. Gap around 12.71276. They might fill that. AMD is in the buy zone as we're talking. All right, this is where you want to be buying AMD and holding it. Looking for a bounce. Resistance is 163.62 and up. Right now in the buy zone as we speak. Now remember on AMD, let me just quickly, because somebody asked, there's a gap here on 146. There's a gap around 138. All right, so keep that in mind. There are two gaps here, 146 and 138.86. So they might want to fill that gap. You can see this gap up here, this gap up here. So I think it's possible after a small bounce, we could come back to fill this gap. That's around 4%, 5% away. So they can do it in one day. So that will be my ideal area to buy if you really want to hold AMD for long term. All right. Okay, guys, and just wrap up with Intel. Let's see quickly. Intel also bouncing from the buy zone. All tech stocks are bouncing from the buy zone. And let's wrap it up with VIX. VIX had a down day yesterday, but if we keep continuing sell off, 2125 is the gap fill that might be happening next. If not, then it's going to crush back all the way down to this gap bottom, $13. So if it crushes all the way back, that's going to be bullish for stock market. Else, if it goes higher, that's going to be bearish. VIX is inversely correlated to S&P 500. This is a fear index. Tell us how much investors are fearful. All right. Okay, guys. Hopefully this was helpful. Please hit the like button on your way out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.